Good evening, my lovelies, and welcome to a very much cooler Saturday evening. I hope you're all very well. So the weather's definitely taken a turn. It's a lot cooler than it has been over the last week or so, so it's more bearable to be out in, which makes me happy. As much as I love the summer and the sun, I don't like it when we get silly temperatures like that. So this evening, lovelies, excuse me, I'm being attacked by flies. This evening, lovelies, I'm on my way home, hence no Miss Lou. She'll be waiting for me. So while we're having a walk home, I thought we'd do our next instalment of Winging It Witchcraft. And this week I thought we'd do foraging, because to me foraging is probably up there in the top 5 of the best ways of getting stuff for your witchcraft on a budget. If, like me and like my sister, you like to use more natural objects for dressing Sabbat altars, then foraging is the way to go. However, there are a few pointers I would like to sort of make. One, if you are taking anything from the wild, I personally always ask Gaia if I may take it, and I give thanks for her letting me take it. I only take what I need, and when I'm done with it, I will put it back into the ground and thank Gaia for letting me have it. Number 2, please do not take from people's gardens and public parks. It's a no-no. You're likely to get into trouble for it. Number 3, same as wildflowers. Here in the UK, a lot of fauna and flora are protected. So if you're caught taking protected species, you're likely to get into trouble for it. And the other thing is, only take what you need. Don't take armfuls of stuff if you know you're not going to need it and you're just going to throw it in the bin, because that's not fair. So if you're dressing an altar, let's say we'll take Yule, because that's quite an easy one. If you're dressing an altar and you go out, you will always find in the hedgerows, anywhere in the hedgerows, we'll look for some while we're going around. Here we go, holly. There's always holly about, so you can take a few stems of holly. There's always ivy hanging about if you want to take some ivy, and there will always be some in-season berries. But again, only take what you want, because the wildlife needs it more than you. It's always good for greenery, if you need to dress the table with a seasonal fauna and flora. It's not going to cost you anything other than your time. The other thing that foraging is very good for is for your spells. Along every hedgerow up and down the country, there will be plants that are edible. There'll be wild herbs, wild fruits, wild berries. So if you know what you're looking for, then you take what you need. However, what I would suggest is, if you are not knowledgeable on your fauna, flora and fungi, do some research first, because the last thing you need is to be taking something and either make yourself sick or, God forbid, it's going to kill you because it's poisonous. So please do your research before you take anything. So there'll be lots of herbs, natural herbs, lots of fruits, lots of berries depending on your seasons. You can always take what you need, use it fresh, use it dried. The other things that you may find difficult to get, which are probably a little bit rarer, you may have to go and buy them, but if you need to go and buy them, then it might be an idea to source the item at a cheaper price. You know, go hunting for it basically on the internet and compare your prices. You don't want to be paying too much for something and then 2 days later find out that you could have got it from somewhere else at £3 cheaper, you know. But yes, foraging is one of the greatest things to do. It's very, very free. The only thing it will cost you is your time and your energy. There's always something to find for dressing Sabbat altars and for making your spell witchcraft. So do look out for things during the seasons. If you think that that might help you with what you need, do look out for them. Only take what you need and read up on your fauna and flora if you're not knowledgeable on what you're taking. We don't want to be poisoning anybody, do we? So lovelies, with that I'm now at the end of my road because I'm going to cross that road and I'm going home for a well-earned cup of tea. So on this very cool evening, lovelies, look after yourselves, take care of one another, and as always, my lovelies, sending you much love and many, many blessings.